Hey everybody, it's Mike from Here the Watchman. I'm here in Norman, Oklahoma at the Blessed Hope Conference. But today I have truly someone special for you. I have one of the board members of the Oath Keepers. And if you guys follow me, you know who the Oath Keepers are. They are boots on the ground. They get in there, they help people, and they do it the right way, one-on-one, one brother to another. Billy is a board member of the Oath Keepers, and he's here today to talk to us about what is really happening in Puerto Rico. They have a mission down there, and they are mission-centric. They go in, they get the job done, and they do it the right way. The problem is right now that FEMA and the Red Cross are getting in their way. Billy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Billy, can you tell us what the heck is happening down there in Puerto Rico? You have medical supplies that you want to get to the outlying areas, and we can't get them there. Talk to us about that.
We have medical supplies in the States. We have medical supplies already stationed in Puerto Rico. Our teams have been on the ground since October the 2nd. They've been unable to access a lot of the supplies that are coming in that have been specifically donated to our organization and our partners down there. Everything that's coming in, FEMA, this is their word, co-ops and redirects. There are literally warehouses with thousands of tons of medical supplies, food, needed infrastructure equipment that are just sitting there that nobody can get to. We've got active duty Army, we've got reservists. Everybody down there is trying to figure out why they can't get to these supplies. Mike, if it's bureaucracy, red tape, or just a whole bunch of big dogs trying to figure out who's going to pee on the tree first, we need to cut through all that, because the private sector, our organization, the Cajun Navy, Patriot Express, there's so many of them that are trying, many churches, to get things down there and to get them out to the people that actually need them, and they're being tied up, and nobody can explain to us why they're being tied up, why we don't have access to those supplies. Unless I've got a crew standing on the tarmac at the airport with copies of shipping documents saying this is specifically earmarked for us, and they are there the minute the tail goes down on that plane, they're gone. The supplies are locked up. We can't touch them.
Well, Billy, I mean, that you're bringing out something here to all of our viewers that is frightening. It truly is frightening. You guys have gone out there and you have collected the supplies, and you have in your hands the very things that these people need, but someone's cutting you off from getting it there. I know that Stuart Rhodes, the founder of the Oath Keepers, is there in Puerto Rico. What is he telling you?
He's telling me the same thing, pretty much word for word. We're getting reports daily. The reserve military that are there, they're not getting resupplied like they should. The National Guard actually gave up some of their MREs so that we could take those out to people in the community and feed them. That lends to their character and the need for what is going on down there. They gave up their rations so that the Oath Keepers and the guys that are down there helping us with third wave could take those meals out and feed people in the Agua Guia area.
Well, now, you know, Billy, here's the thing. I have talked to Chance at American Survival Wholesale, who is a member of the Oath Keepers. I have talked to a couple of pastors here that I've met in Norman, Oklahoma at the conference, and they all want to help you. Why is it that the Red Cross and FEMA Why are they standing in your way?
It's economic, Mike. I've lived on the Gulf Coast all my life, and there are two things that you run from whenever you have a disaster. Actually, three. When the guys from the Weather Channel show up, you know to leave town. The next two things that show up, the Red Cross and FEMA, and we're from the government and we're here to help. You automatically know it's not going to happen. The Cajun Navy, the Cajun Army, all organizations that were their children of this problem. The people on the Gulf Coast, we don't wait for the federal government to come in and help us. We automatically, there's even no assumption to it. We know they're not going to be here. They're not going to show up for at least 2 or 3 months. We pull together, we do what has to be done. That same spirit has been transferred through Harvey, Irma, and down to Puerto Rico. And there are people literally on the ground down there that are not government employees. They're volunteers. They either paid for their own flight to get there, or we begged to get flights in there to get these people there. There's 80,000 pounds of medical supplies and relief supplies sitting in Philadelphia right now. The Puerto Rican community there pulled together. They got the stuff together. They have it packaged. It's ready for air freight. We can't get airplanes. All of the airplanes the government was furnishing through their training hours for the National Guard and for the Air Guard, they're done. They're gone. We had them for a week. We're into week 4. Week 4 is when the public generally, they kind of give up on a disaster because the mainstream media is not, they're not pumping it up. They're not showing the pictures. They're not telling you how bad it is. So all the volunteer and donations that we usually generate in the first couple of weeks, everybody kind of forgets about that. They think, okay, well, FEMA, the Red Cross, all of them are there. Well, yeah, they're there, and they're twiddling their thumbs. It'll sit there. There are trailers located in North Louisiana that were donated by 2 extremely large corporations in the United States last year for the flood that happened here at my house. Those trailers have still not been unloaded. They are still being stored, and they are up for auction for $2,500 a piece, including the trailers. None of that was ever touched by FEMA. They locked it up and they've stored it, and now it's being sold. Red Cross does the exact same thing.
Well, Billy, I mean, it's amazing what happens out there. Now, the Oath Keepers, everybody that listens to my channel should know who the Oath Keepers are. And if you don't, well, I might have to slap you around a little bit. But Billy, tell us what the Oath Keepers are, what you guys are all about, and why people should help you.
The Oath Keepers' fundamental mission is support the Constitution in its original written form. We also are there to help our communities. We are there for community preparedness training, such as disaster relief, how to prepare for a disaster before the disaster happens. And the last 4 months, we have been boots on the ground through Irma, Harvey, now Puerto Rico, and Maria. We don't only just teach people how to help prepare for a disaster. We're there when the disaster happens. And right now, our guys are down there. They're assisting at the hospital. They've been going over schematics to help fix the air conditioning. They've been trying to get the water pumps fixed. They've been going out and clearing trees and trying to get people in and out of their houses. We're not just an organization that we stand for the Constitution. We're also an organization that we stand for our fellow man and what the Constitution was originally written for. It was to protect the American people, but it was also written that the American people work together to protect themselves. And that's our main goal. We want to go out into the communities and just tell everybody, you know, you're the people that are actually supposed to be helping each other. Don't wait on the government. And our guys are doing that. They're down there. They were in Texas. We've been in Florida, and Puerto Rico right now is very challenging, very challenging. We've had to do, go ahead, Mike.
I mean, Billy, amen. Amen. For everything you guys are doing. Now, let me ask you something. You are a veteran, and you were, I believe, in the Marine Corps, which God bless you, Semper Fi. I was raised by a Marine who fought World War II, and he taught me, God bless him, he's with Jesus now, but he taught me, he said, you know what? You pull yourself up by your bootstraps and you fly right. And when there's a mission to get done, you get down, you get dirty, and you get it done. Now, where did you serve? And are a lot of the Oath Keepers veterans?
I would be willing to say almost 85 to 90% are veterans. We're made up of military veterans, current, former serving law enforcement officers, EMS, firefighters. We have a host of associate members that never actually served, but they now serve through Oath Keepers and through voluntary community services. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. I'm also a law enforcement vet. Most of our guys are dual Oath Keepers. I took my oath when I went in the Marine Corps, and I took my oath when I had my badge. A lot of our guys have taken that oath on several occasions. So whenever we get a call to go out and help somebody, it's generally somebody that we don't know personally, but through either our military contacts or our civilian contacts, they're all brothers and sisters. So we help. That's what we're going to do.
Well, listen, folks, you have to know, I am a member of the Oath Keepers, and I think you guys call it an affiliate member. You know, I never served. My brother served in Vietnam, my father in World War II. When I was of age to go into the military, I mean, there was, you know, it was, America was a safe country then. And my dad said, nope, you go to college, you know. But I want to honor everybody who is a member of the Oath Keepers. These guys do the real deal. And that's why I'm having Billy on the show. That's why I have Stuart Rhodes come to our conferences, the Hear the Watchmen conferences, because they teach the truth. I mean, they talk about the truth, but they don't just talk about it. They walk the walk. They get out there and they get involved and they make things happen. So we need your help in Puerto Rico. What I'm calling upon all of you who listen to our broadcast today is to support the Oath Keepers, to email me, Mike Kerr, Kerr 777 at gmail.com. Email us, help us get these supplies over to the families who need us in Puerto Rico. If you're a Christian and you're listening to this, how can you not do that? How can you not? You have to step up to the plate and you have to help out. You know, Billy, I'm so, in the Christian world, we sometimes we say this word and we get in trouble, but I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. I am so proud of you, and I'm so proud of Stuart. I'm so proud of Brian and all the Oath Keepers who have stepped up to the plate and given their time so freely to help other people. God bless and thank you.
Thank you, Mike. There's a lot of other people besides us. We have pulled the entire Patriot community together. We're working with the Cajun Navy. We're working with the Patriot Express. I've got some ladies that have been on the computer facilitating medical evacs, real-time emergency response by rescue crews on the island of Puerto Rico from the United States. And this is in 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, this has not been a 9 to 5, oh, well, let me work on a little hurricane relief thing. No, this is the phones ringing at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I've got a plane. I need to get this on it, or I've got this and I need a plane, or we've got a rescue crew in a mudslide. How close are your guys on the ground that they're going to need help? And it's been a 24-hour-a-day battle ever since, well, all the hurricanes hit, through everything. Logistically, Puerto Rico has been the nightmare because of the separation it is from the mainland. And that has been the hardest obstacle we've had to overcome, is the logistics wise of it.
Well, Billy, God bless you for what you're doing, Stuart's doing, Brian's doing, all of you there at the Oath Keepers. Now, tell us, if someone wants to help, if they want to donate financially, or maybe they just want to volunteer to help out, where do they go? What do they do?
Oathkeepers.org. Everything's listed up on the website. Our Facebook page has got a lot of links on it, updates. We're getting daily updates on our Facebook page from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico at oathkeepers.org. If you want to volunteer to go down there, I personally, myself and Brian both are vetting everyone on that email address. Please step up, volunteer. You don't have to be an oath keeper to keep your oath to your fellow man.
Well, again, God bless you for what you're doing. I'm telling you, folks, here at Hear the Watchmen, we are going to do everything that we can to support the Oath Keepers. These are guys who, you have no idea, they have dedicated their lives to serving us. And now it's our turn to step up to the plate and serve them. So get involved, get going today. Go to hearthewatchmen.com, send me a contact. I'll hook you up with Billy or Stuart or Brian, and we'll get you guys down there to help. Anything that you can do would be appreciated. Remember, it's not always about the money. Sometimes it's just about the time. And as I always say on the show, you can do anything at all with Jesus in your heart, except nothing at all. So get busy. Call Billy, contact him, contact Stuart, contact Brian. I'll put all the information up on our website. Get down there, get busy, and help them, because they are doing God's work for fun and for free. Billy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it, brother.
God bless you. And again, folks, oathkeepers.org, get on there, sign up, help them out. They're doing good work. Until we see you next time here on the Watchman's Report, God bless each and every one of you. Have a wonderful day.